What is up, guys? Choosar is back here today, guys. And today, guys, I want to talk to you about Overwatch. Now, if you guys have been watching my Overwatch live streams lately, you understand I've been kind of not feeling the game anymore. And at this moment, I've actually left TG Overwatch. So I'm no longer part of an Overwatch squad anymore. I'm actually moving over to Fortnite because it's just more of a fun game for me right now. But I want to tell you guys why and most likely explain exactly why I'm leaving Overwatch and not going to be playing it on stream anymore. I might still make videos on it, but at the current state of Overwatch, it's just not fun to play. And that's what I want to talk about here. I have three main reasons why I don't want to play Overwatch anymore. So let's go ahead and get started. Starting off, guys, is the new hero Brigitte. Yeah, Brigitte, the killer of your fun and the doom of the game at the current state, in my honest opinion. Brigitte came in at a time where Blizzard was trying to counter the quote unquote dive meta. Now, my whole opinion on the dive meta, it's honestly the most fun meta because it's a meta where you had to play as a team to succeed as a team. It wasn't a team comp you could pick up and immediately destroy with. And there was actually quite a few ways to play around it. But Blizzard, in their infinite wisdom, designed a character specifically to counter dive. And obviously, we need counters in this game to change up the formula every so often. But Brigitte is just too strong. Not only does she have a self-heal when she attacks, but she has a stun and a boop to get people away from her and a shield with 600 health. This makes her one of the hardest medics in the game to kill, arguably even harder than Lucio at some points if you know what you're doing on Lucio. But combine this with that, as well as the fact that she has a base armor that halves incoming damage, as well as being able to give armor to teammates as well, and her ult being as strong as it is, it makes quite a few heroes that were once like a challenge to kill even more of a challenge to kill. And she's just such a staple for team comps now that I feel like it hurts the game as a whole for the diverse roster that it has. And she just has way too much power for you to not utilize her. And if you see this clip here, I'm going to put up on the screen. This is how I've been feeling lately with the game. This is a clip from aimbot Calvin. He's been completely stun locked, unable to play the game at all. And this confuses me more than anything, is at one point the game developer Blizzard has stated, we hate characters or heroes that take away player control. Now, before you guys say, but they have May, they have McCree. The thing is, they have cooldowns. They have a limit to their range. But with Brigitte, her cooldown is half of what McCree is. And not only that is her flail goes way farther than May's stuff does. And she's just way harder to deal with that 600 shield and having armor. I don't know what Blizzard thought with releasing this hero in the current state that she is. But they should have done way more testing with her because she's just not fun to play against and she's not fun to deal with, especially with some of the most fun heroes in the game like Tracer and Genji. There's really no outplaying her unless you can bait out of her stun, and by the time you bait out of her stun and go in to actually engage on her, she has her stun right back up again and just to combo you in. And that is just one of the biggest causes of why I just don't want to play it, is the stun lock meta. It's nothing but stuns now, and it's not fun to play when you can't actually play the game, when you're just infinitely in a loop of stuns with Brigitte and Doomfist comboing you into smithereens. Now, the second reason, guys, now a lot of people might yell at me about this, but the Hanzo rework. I like it, but I don't like it. The reason why I don't like it is the fact that Hanzo Scatter Arrow was more of a skill shot, even though it had some RNG into it. But with Hanzo's rapid fire ability, it's more of a, he turned into Rambo and could just walk up to you and just spam arrows down, dealing 70 damage a shot, which was crazy. Now, I believe they've nerfed it. I don't know what the damage is now, but it's still ridiculous. He just shreds targets way too quick. And he's a sniper, guys, not freaking Soldier 76. but that's how he feels now. He's bursting down targets even faster than Soldier 76 with barely any real skill. I'm gonna be perfectly honest. And a sniper should never feel like they're that overpowered, and that's one of the biggest problems I'm having, is that Hanzo's so meta now that it is not fun to play. Like, if you want to play Winston to counter that, you have to deal with Brigitte, and it's just not happening anymore. Is this? I don't know what direction Blizzard's taking the game right now, but it's obviously not a direction I'm currently liking. And the third and final reason, guys, and it's mainly because I don't understand why they would do this at the current state of the game. But if you guys remember, they buffed Reaper and they buffed Mei. Their whole reason for that was because they were worried about a tank meta. And then they go and do this. They nerf Tracer's Pulse Bomb because the fact is they quote unquote are worried that she's killing tanks too easily. Now, I want to put an argument here towards Blizzard to explain why they should never have done that in the first place. First off, her Pulse Bomb is one of the hardest abilities for an ult to land in the game, and she's a glass cannon, which means she outputs a lot of damage for the trade-off of being very squishy and easy to kill. Now, true, she has some of the best mobility in the game, but that's because she's so weak. But the thing is, when it comes to killing tanks in Overwatch, Tracer's Pulse Bomb isn't that good, especially with some of the changes they made. Like Roadhog, self-heal, 50% damage reduction. So he just heals up when he gets Pulse Bomb, can't kill him. Zarya, she has a bubble, completely negates the damage. Reinhardt, Diva, Winston, they all have armor. True, Winston was a little bit on the weaker side when it comes to the armor, but he still can survive, especially with his Primal Rage. And you're nerfing Tracer, a very high-skilled character, when you're most worried about the tank meta rising, because you quote-unquote don't want Tracer to kill tanks. What? She's a DPS hero who's one of the easiest to kill in the game because of her low health pool, and she's also one of the highest skilled required heroes in the game, and you're nerfing her Pulse Bomb? I honestly don't understand that, Blizzard. And it doesn't seem like this game is going in a direction that is going to be even playable anymore. And I've said it before and I'll say it again, Blizzard, if you don't fix your game now, it's gonna die. I know you still got people streaming it, but every time I tune into XQC, I hear another complaint about Brigitte. I hear another complaint about Doomfist being able to stun lock people and unable to do anything. I see another complaint of Hanzo shredding a target so quick they have barely an opportunity to react. Blizzard, I love you, but at this current juncture, I am done with your game, and I hope you guys understand why. I hope I laid it out as clearly as I possibly can. And I'm sorry that this is today's video, but I wanted to explain to you why there most likely will not be any more Overwatch content on my channel. I might come back to the game if they fix the stuff, but at the current juncture of the game, it's just not fun to play anymore. And honestly, I'm having a lot more fun playing Fortnite, even with a few problems with the shotguns being inconsistent. I'd rather deal with that than whatever is going on with Overwatch in the current state. Well, guys, that's going to be it for me today, guys. Please let me know what you think about today's video. I would like to hear your guys' opinion in the state of Overwatch right now. But right now, obviously, I'm just not enjoying it anymore. And it's literally because of bad developer decisions. Well, guys, that's going to be it for me. Remember, guys, to keep on shooting, and I'll keep on slaying. See all of you guys on the next video. Bye-bye!